Adam, once a month we also do a Tar Heel with a Life Well Played, and so with this being the first show of January, we're looking back into December. And Adam, this one a slam dunk, easy choice. It was announced a couple days ago that Tar Heel great Lennie Rosenbluth is going to be, or has been, elected to the Collegiate Basketball Hall of Fame. And so Lennie Rosenbluth, one of the best players ever at Carolina. Of course, the leading scorer and top player on the undefeated 1957 national championship team. His number 10 is retired in the Smith Center rafters. Lennie was really involved with Carolina in the last, I'll say, 15 or 20 years of his life, where he was around Chapel Hill much more. He and his wife, Diane, were frequent attendees at the Smith Center. They came to the radio show a bunch there at Top of the Hill. They just wanted to be involved and around the program. And unfortunately, Lennie passed away in 2022 at the age of 89. But, Adam, this is no-brainer as far as the College Basketball Hall of Fame. No question, one of the 5 or 10 best players ever at Carolina.
I'm sure it's a challenge when you start something like a College Basketball Hall of Fame in, I think, maybe like 2006. You have a lot of years to catch up on. And every school has a couple people like this who they think, well, obviously you got to have player X. That being said, obviously you had to have Lennie Rosenbluth in the College Basketball Hall of Fame, and it's unfortunate that it took this long to happen and that he couldn't have seen it when he was alive, because I do think he would have enjoyed this. He was not someone who was going to brag about what he had done, but I think he liked the fact that they were able to move back to Chapel Hill, and that anywhere Lennie Rosenbluth went, people were excited that Lennie Rosenbluth was there. So I think it would have meant a lot to him, and I know it means a lot to his family now that he is now officially considered among college basketball's all-time greats. Everyone in Chapel Hill knew that already. Listeners of this podcast knew that already. Just a reminder, if you missed the roundtable with the members of the 57 team.
Gosh, when was that, Adam?
Pre-COVID.
Yeah, I would say maybe 2019. That feels like the right time. While Adam's making sure he gets that date, there are other Tar Heels. Lennie became the 15th Tar Heel in the College Basketball Hall of Fame. Coach Smith, Larry Brown, Ben Carnevale, who was one of the very early coaches at Carolina, Billy Cunningham, Bob McAdoo, Frank McGuire, James Worthy, Roy Williams, Phil Ford, Charlie Scott, Sam Perkins, Antoine Jamison, Larry Miller, Tyler Hansbrough. Those are pretty good players that are in the College Basketball Hall of Fame. No Michael Jordan in the College Basketball Hall of Fame. One day, Michael Jordan, you'll get something done on the basketball court.
Also not in the North Carolina Sports Hall of Fame.
Really?
I'm pretty sure that's right. I think he's said he doesn't want to. Tougher than you might think to find out when that was. Oh, here we go. Okay. April 5th of 2019.
Yeah, 2019. That was a good one. The
same episode with Nasir Little and Kobe White's NBA decisions. Seems like so long ago now.
Yeah. Spoiler, they both went pro.
Tommy Kearns, Lennie Rosenbluth, and Joe Quigg on that roundtable. Some great stories in that interview. Definitely worth a listen.
When Lennie Rosenbluth left Carolina, he was the ACC's scoring leader at the time. He still holds single-season Carolina records for points in a season, scoring average in a season as well, and holds the highest career scoring average for a Tar Heel, too. I'm not sure that one's going to be broken, Adam. I mean, he averaged 27 points per game in 3 seasons. I don't think that one's going to be topped.
The only way I could even imagine it being topped is someone comes in and has an incredible 1 year.
1 year.
And then leaves.
Yeah.
And then we can all argue about how that's not really a career mark. That's a single season mark.
Right.
27 points a game.
I mean, if Antoine Jamison or Tyler Hansbrough didn't do that, and obviously they're both terrific all-time Tar Heel players, it's those two to me were the two that, in my mind, were the two most dominant, consistent, always scoring during their tenure. 3 years for Jamison, 4 years for Hansbrough, and they didn't sniff that mark. That's a lot of points per game.
And I know comparing eras is very hard, and there are some competition level questions
Of course.
about that era because of some unfortunate realities in the world at that time. But also there was no 3-point shot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, no matter what the circumstances were, if you scored 27 points a game over a season or a career,
Yeah.
you were balling.